Today we're going to be revisiting Riese 5,016 days later. I can't believe we're here already, but we're already at the end of the World at War segment of this series. I've been hitting you guys with videos in this series back to back to back for the last couple days. After today, we're going to take a brief break from this series, but I promise it's not going to be any more than like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 days before we come back to it. And obviously with this being the end of the World at War segment of the series, you guys already know what that means. The next time we come back to it, we're going to be in Black Ops 1 on Kino der Toten. Let's not worry about next episode till we get there. Today we are here on Riese. As I'm sure many of you do, I have a very strong level of nostalgia for this map. I have so many memories on it, whether it be the map first releasing and just like trying to figure out what the Pack-a-Punch is and what it does. Between that and opening it up for the first time and then discovering the Flytrap Easter egg by accident for the first time, I'll never forget that. And then just camping with my friends on the catwalk until like 3, 4 a.m. Sometimes we just stay up through the entirety of the night even though it was a school night. I have so many memories on this map. But before we discuss some of the nostalgic memories, we need to talk about some of the things that this map added. So one thing that this map changed from Shinonuma is bringing back perks that, you know, like don't change places every single game like Shinonuma did, and I am so glad that they brought that back. I like when I start up a game and I just know where the perks are gonna be. You know, as much as I love Shinonuma and Are you okay, zombie? I'm telling you guys, like, I know World at War is glitchy, and every time that I go to make a video on it, I know I'm gonna see at least a couple of glitches, but I swear, in this series so far, I've experienced more glitches in my time making this series than I have in the entirety of me playing World at War. Okay, well, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, because I have been playing this game for, like, 15 years at this point, but still, I've experienced so many random glitches, like AI breaking type glitches. I don't know if maybe before I was just shooting the zombies so fast that I never took the time to even recognize they were glitching out, but I don't know, I feel like I've been experiencing it so much more, like zombies floating in the air, zombies AI breaking and teleporting all over the place. Yeah, like I was saying before, it's so nice when you start up a match and you just know where the perks are gonna be. Like, I know where Double Tap is at. I know where Juggernaut is at. It's so nice. Go ahead and turn on the power and just get that hit of nostalgia right there. I'll never forget that. I thought that was like the coolest thing at the time when I turned the power on for the first time and I saw the bridge like coming together. It may seem like a really small thing, but when you break it down and think about it and think about what the bridge is there for, before you turn on the power, the map isn't very interconnected. You have 2 different paths. You can either go that way and go towards like the Thompson and all that, or you can go the other way and go for like the trench gun and the other weapons over there. And things are rather disconnected for a while until you get to these ledges and you drop down and you turn on the power, and that's when both of the different sides of the map come together and they become connected. I've always just thought that that was like a cool thing, even if it's small. All right, we're getting towards the end of the round here. We got a nuke, so I'm gonna go ahead and spin the box. Did I please get like a wonder? Actually, I don't know if I want a Wonder Waff, because that's one thing that Yes, there was 2 weapons I wanted to get in this video, the PPSH and the Wonder Waff, and well, I can scratch one of them off the list. And since they're here, we'll go ahead and talk about it. One returning feature from Shinonuma, and one that would actually be in the next couple of maps, is the Hellhounds. They have made their triumphant return here in Riese, and man, they fit in just as well here as they did in Shinonuma. They're great. If I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to like the Hellhounds and their presence, I just felt like they were at their peak in World at War. Like, they fit in the best in this game. But anyway, one thing that I wanted to touch on in the last video, but I just kind of like cut myself off before I was actually able to do so, is the fact that the Wonder Waff, it's great in Shinonuma and I like using it there. However, I really don't like using it in World at War Riese specifically. The Wonder Waff in any other map, and even the Black Ops 1 version of Riese, it's fine. It's a great gun. However, in Riese, if you accidentally zap yourself with the Wonder Waff, you lose Jug. So like the icon will still be there. However, for some reason, there's like a bizarre glitch where the effectiveness of Jug just stops working. Like, you go down in 2 hits, sometimes even 1 hit after you get zapped by it. And the unfortunate thing is that the radius of what it takes for your character to get zapped with the Wonder Waff in World at War, it's a surprisingly big radius, so it's quite easy to zap yourself and just not have Jug for the rest of the game, and there's nothing you can do about it because, again, it's still there, so the game registers it as you still have Jug. However, for some reason, that's not actually the case, and you don't actually have Jug. And considering the fact that there's no way to just down yourself and lose your perks and get back up again, because as we discussed back in the Verrucht episode, the mechanic of Quick Revive allowing you to revive yourself wasn't actually introduced until Black Ops 1. There's nothing you can do about it in this game, and it's really unfortunate, and it honestly makes me quite hesitant to actually pick up the Wonder Waff in Riese. Most times I end up just sticking with the ray gun and the PPSH because it's honestly just not worth the risk to me to pick up the Wonder Waff. Like, sure, in the later rounds I'll do it if I really need like another weapon, if all my other weapons just aren't working at that point, but otherwise I avoid that thing at all costs. And right now there is a max ammo over there. I'm really trying to get to it, but my PPSH is out of ammo, so I'm trying to get through them. Please, I really want that max ammo. I want to be able to use my PPSH, but I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to push through the zombies, because as we learned in the last episode, this game is glitchy in more ways than I realized. I won't spoil what happened at the end of the last episode just in case you guys missed it, but let's just say World of War is willing to break its own rules just to screw over the player sometimes. Let me also just say I am glad that every single map after Nocturne and Toten kind of like, you know, sped up the pace a bit. When we did the Nocturne and Toten video, it took me like a solid 12 minutes just to get to round 6, but here we are. I've only been recording for maybe like, I don't know, 10 or 11 minutes, and we're already on round 8, so I'm liking this pace a lot more than the earlier episodes. Oh my gosh, we're on round 9 and we have like another dog round already. Normally they don't make a return that fast, but you know what? I'll take it. I've been struggling for ammo, so you know, I'll take all the max ammo as I can get, and plus it's just an easy round anyway. There's the max ammo, and also Pack-a-Punch is finally open. We'll be returning to that in a minute. Go ahead and grab this nuke for some easy points. And just like that, the Pack-a-Punch is open. Unfortunately, we're a few points short of being able to afford it, so we'll be back here in a few, but Pack-a-Punch, increase your firepower. You can see you got the flaccid ray gun, and then the ready-to-perform ray gun, we'll call it. But anyway, since we're so close to being able to afford it, we're not gonna run away just yet. We're gonna hang around here until I have enough to buy. Actually, I gotta be careful. I was gonna go down there and camp out the barrier, but I just realized this is World of War. I don't want to get myself in any close-quarter situations, just considering the fact that if one zombie even swats at me, well then, you know, I'm probably gonna be dead just with the way the gravity works and everything like that. I've heard that this is actually a pretty decent spot to, like, kind of hoard up the zombies. I've personally never tried it for any, like, particular high-round runs. I'm pretty sure you have to leave this door closed for the strategy to actually be effective though, so I'm pretty sure I just messed it up. I really want to Pack-a-Punch, but I also don't want to do it mid-round, so I think I'm gonna have to end this round before we try anything. So letting the PPSH do its thing. Rip and tear, baby. Rip and tear. PPSH is so deadly. It has the mobility of an SMG, the fire rate of an SMG, the damage of an assault rifle, the magazine of an LMG, and all around it's just... it is such a beautiful gun. Like, look at it. It is so beautiful. But we Pack-a-Punched it, and now it is the Reaper. It is so clean. Between the camo, the sound effects, like, just the way it feels to shoot, the reload, it is such a clean gun. And while this fire rate, you know, it's already pretty good. It's already pretty lightning fast. We're gonna go ahead and buy double tap, because while it's nice having a really powerful SMG, why don't we just make this thing an absolute minigun? We're gonna go ahead and do a bit of a sound check and a fire rate check on the PPSH, just, you know... Yeah, that's pretty deadly. But now that we got a Pack-a-Punch weapon, it's pretty safe to say that, you know, we're kind of getting set up here, so we're going to get set up here on the catwalk. Just got to chillax, wait for them to run at us, let them line up, and then shoot them down. Just... I don't know, it's the classic catwalk strategy. What else is there to say? Even people that haven't played zombies before are familiar with this spot. Like, it's so iconic at this point. You and the boys, you get set up, you get Pack-a-Punch, you come to the catwalk, and that's really that, really. One other thing I should add that this map added is the Bowie knife. So this was the first map to have any sort of, like, upgrade to your knife. I remember seeing it in the trailer for the first time and getting so hyped. Unfortunately, we just hit round 12, which means we just left the point of where it would be a one-hit, because up until round 11, it's a one-hit. However, everything past that, unfortunately, it's going to take 2 hits to get him down, and again, with how glitchy World of War is, and with the way that the zombies suck you in, even then, up until round 11, you have to be really careful when you're using it, but it's still a nice addition. Personally, if I'm going to be honest, I'm more of a Galvin Knuckles guy, and I'm sure everybody else can relate to that. Yes, we got my favorite shotgun, the trench gun. I love this shotgun, even around 12. It's still tearing through. Oh, gotta be careful.
KIA, maggot sack! Not even close.
Even on round 12, it's tearing through them. Why is this gun so satisfying? Like, is it just me, or does it feels so good to use? I've always loved the knife upgrades in zombies though. Like, the Bowie knife is cool and all. Like, it's so iconic. It's a classic. I love the Bowie knife, but man, the Galvin Knuckles, I buy them on every map that they're on Black Ops 2. I just find it so satisfying just punching the zombies in the face, or like when you get like a jumping jacks round, for example, and you're able to punch them to get a free perk, which I won't speak on that too much now because, you know, that's still a whole 2 games away yet, so we're not gonna worry about Black Ops 2 just yet. Another cool feature that honestly most people don't end up utilizing, and with good reason, you know, there's not really a point to do it unless, you know, you need to escape in a hurry, or if you're just trying to fast travel back to the spawn for one reason or another. The teleporters can actually be used outside of just linking them to open up the Pack-a-Punch. As you can see here, if you teleport to the mainframe, hope that no zombies get close to you, and then it teleports you right back to the spawn. And I've always found this to be such a cool little feature. And then every time that you teleport, a drop also spawns, and in this case it's a nuke, so we're gonna go ahead and pick that up, and that also will give us enough to Pack-a-Punch, so we're gonna Pack-a-Punch the trench gun while we're here. I could go for a ray gun or a Wonder Waffle. Like, come on, man. I need to use the gut shot at least once. Come on, baby. Here it is. We got the gut shot. Oh my gosh, look at the camo. I love this gun so much, and it's also a dog round, so it's perfect. Shotguns are literally perfect for the dog rounds. Can we just... So satisfying. And now the reload has been tremendously upgraded because now every time that you go to reload, it isn't just one shell that gets loaded. It loads up 2 shells at a time. So you get near double the capacity in each, I don't know what you would call it. It's not a clip and it's not a mag, but for, you know, for every time that you fully fill up your reserve of bullets, you have almost double the amount of bullets that you had before, but you also reload it twice as fast. The trench gun is truly a force to be reckoned with. Like, this gun is deadly. But with that being said, we're gonna camp on the catwalk for a bit because I'm trying to save up enough money to get quick revive. I'm weird, like, even though quick revive serves absolutely no purpose in World at War in terms of solo play, I always buy it anyway just because my OCD tells me that I have to have all 4 perks sitting down there. I feel incomplete until I can see them all. Look at all these drops, man. Like, I've seen a lot of drops on the catwalk before, but I've been getting showered with drops so far this game. Hello. Goodbye. Wait, there's something on your face. Let's go ahead and complete the iconic 4. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. With all 4 perks down there, I am officially set up. At this point, I don't even know. Should I continue to camp on the catwalk or should I try to find like a training spot somewhere in this map? I've genuinely never really tried to train on this map before. Another thing worth mentioning that this map had was the Beauty of Annihilation Easter egg song, which let me just go ahead and say it is one of my favorite Easter eggs. Well, it looks like our game is over. That was entirely my fault. My brain was telling me to just continue to use the Reaper because obviously using a shotgun on the catwalk isn't always the best idea, but my ego and my addiction to the trench gun wouldn't let me put it away, and I faced the consequences. But anyway, as I was trying to say before my unfortunate demise, Beauty of Annihilation is one of my favorite Easter egg songs in all of Zombies. It's right up there with like 115 and Where Are We Going? Now that I come to think of it, it would be really hard for me to rank zombie songs. There are so many great ones. Like I said, we got Beauty of Annihilation, 115, The One, and then Where Are We Going, and Snakeskin Boots on Shadows of Evil. There were so many great songs in the Zombies catalog. Anyways, now I want to hear from you guys. Did this video bring back any nostalgic memories for you guys, whether that be camping on the catwalk with your friends or discovering Pack-a-Punch for the first time? And I didn't even get to do it because I went down, but I wanted to do the fly trap Easter egg as well, which was like kind of like the first Easter egg in Zombies technically. Whatever it is and whatever you're thinking, I'd love to hear from you guys. But anyway, as always, a shout out to the patrons and channel members, comments, favorite grandma, Lubity's at Big Daddy, Matty, Chilibut, Source Rex, Ray, Zach, Polo, Radio, Webster, Lamas, Bianca, Spiritory, Drippy, Sonnet, Bella, Lasking, Imagine, Vince, Intervention, Rob, Team, Thumb, 71, Aaron Reynolds, and Unknown. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.